When I first started this stuff, I'm a math nerd. I've got a degree in finance. I had all the letters and licenses after my name and all the different things. And, I was real concerned about the math. Really concerned about the math. And I would sit down with people and show them how to get out of debt. And they would go home and promptly not do it. It was really frustrating. I started figuring out that hope has more to do with you winning with money than math does. Because hope gives you, it's fuel on the fire. It gives you a reason to make changes, a reason to do something you've never done before. And really what we're saying here is that personal finance is about 80% behavior. It's only about 20% head knowledge and math. The problem with your money is not your math. The problem with your money is the person in your mirror. They're screwing up everything. If I can get the guy in my mirror to behave, he'd be skinny and rich, right? That's what I figured out. So I quit telling people to get out of debt, paying off the highest interest rate first. I started teaching people what we started calling the Debt Snowball. And it's a real tough metaphor to grasp. You list your debts, smallest to largest. You pay minimum payments on everything but the little one. You attack the little one with a vengeance. Scorched earth lifestyle. Sell so much stuff that kids think they're next. Take 16 extra jobs. Name the dog eBay and put him there. Put the cat on Craigslist. We're getting out of debt. We're getting out of debt. And you pay everything. You stop all investing temporarily and completely focus all your emotional, spiritual, financial, relational energy on that smallest debt. Everything goes on that. When that one's gone, you take the payment that used to be there and any other money we can squeeze out of our budget and we throw it at number 2. And when that one's gone, then we take the payments from 1 and 2. The snowball rolls over again. It picks up more snow and you attack number 3. The average person for the past 25 years that has done that with great focused intensity, intentionality, gone crazy to the point their broke friends and relatives thought they needed counseling. They shaved their head, they drank the Kool-Aid, they get out of debt in about 18 to 24 months. Everything but their house. That's the average. Now, some of you got a lot of debt. It takes you 5 years. Some of you get out of debt in 4 months. But the average is between 18 and 24 months. It works. Millions, tens of millions of people have gotten out of debt. Debt-free screams alone on the air here last year were $49.8 million. That's kind of like $50 million. And that was just the ones that screamed on the air. Other people just stood in their backyard and screamed, and that worked too, You don't have to come on the air for it to count. You're out of debt. Shut up. Well, Dave, Dave Ramsey, I saw a guy on Twitter. Dave Ramsey doesn't teach the most optimum way to get out of debt. The most optimum way to get out of debt is to list and pay it off highest interest rate first, says the moron on Twitter. I used to be that moron. I tried that. The problem is it doesn't work. So let me explain to you what optimum means. Optimum is the one that works, not the one that's mathematically correct. Honey, if we were doing math, we wouldn't have credit card debt to start with. This is not a math problem. This is a you problem. It's personal finance. It's more behavior. Your success with your finance has more to do with you getting along with your spouse and being on the same page than it does mathematics. You can be a freaking math genius and you and your spouse aren't on the same page, and all of our data tells us you will not win with money. You will not build wealth. You cannot build wealth in spite of a princess or in spite of a prince who spends money like they're in Congress. You can't do it. You can't make enough money to outspend stupidity or out-earn stupidity. I tried it. Not my wife. I was the stupid one. I always thought if I just made a little more, it'd be okay. No, I had to learn to control what I had. So we started teaching people a class called Financial Peace University. The class is about 25 years old. Start teaching it with an overhead projector and a bad suit. It was $569 to go through the class. 4 people came the first night. 3 of them bought. $569. The class was 26 weeks long. 13 lessons come every other week for 6 freaking months. Guy stopped by here the other day that was in that very first class. Good to see him. I hadn't seen him in a long time. We got to be friends, he, his wife, and he and I, and he's a multimillionaire now, by the way. Why? Because I gave him money? I didn't give him any money. I just showed him how to do it, and he did it. He followed the steps that we teach in Financial Peace University, not only the baby steps, not only the debt snowball, but also start investing in good mutual funds over a long period of time. That's 25 years. You should be a multimillionaire. You do this stuff, it works. That's what optimum is, morons. You people that are calling me out, it's not optimum. Let me just tell you, optimum is what works. That's what's optimum, not what's mathematically correct. I understand that debt snowball is not mathematically correct, and I don't really care. My math nerd down inside of me cringes, but I don't really care. What matters is what works, how it allows you to change your life.